Terror in the depths of the forest. In the heart of the forest, there was a small village where strange things had been happening. People had been disappearing without a trace, and those who remained lived in constant fear of the unknown. The villagers knew that there was something evil lurking in the woods, but they didn't know what it was or how to stop it. They had tried everything, from leaving offerings to the forest spirits to hiring hunters to track down the source of the disappearances. One day, a group of travelers arrived in the village, seeking shelter from a storm. They were weary and hungry, but the villagers welcomed them with open arms. The travelers soon learned about the mysterious disappearances, and they offered to help. They ventured into the woods, armed with nothing but their wits and their courage. As they delved deeper into the forest, they heard strange whispers and saw eerie shadows flitting through the trees. The air was thick with the smell of decay and death, and the ground was slick with blood. Finally, they came to a clearing where they saw something that made their blood run cold. In the center of the clearing stood a group of witches, performing a dark ritual. The witches noticed the travelers and turned their attention towards them. With a wave of their hands, they summoned a horde of forest spirits who descended upon the travelers with ferocious intent. The travelers fought back, but they were no match for the witches and their powerful magic. One by one they fell, their bodies ripped apart by the spirits. The last traveler stood alone, surrounded by the spirits. She knew that there was no hope for her, but she refused to give up. She fought with all her might, determined to take as many of the spirits down with her as she could. But in the end, it was all for nothing. The spirits overwhelmed her, tearing her limb from limb. The witches laughed with delight as they watched the carnage unfold. As the last of the travelers' screams died away, the witches continued their ritual, summoning the ancient entity that lurked in the heart of the forest. The entity emerged from the shadows, its eyes glowing with malevolent energy. It surveyed the scene with cold detachment, then turned its gaze towards the village. The villagers never knew what hit them. They were consumed by the entity, their souls devoured by its hunger. The forest itself seemed to shrink away from the entity, as if repulsed by its sheer malevolence. And as the entity retreated back into the shadows, the forest fell silent once more, its secrets and horrors buried deep within its heart.